Okay, I think we're good. Welcome everybody to our presentation here. My name is Alfonso Torres. I am one of the leaders of the Get Lucky team. And today we're not doing an overview presentation. We're not going to be talking about a business. We're not going to be talking about products or compensation. What we're here to do is talk to you about lead generation. See, our team is about to launch a marketing campaign that is very different to anything that you've seen before. And this is going to cause viral growth. So you've been invited because people out there are looking for people that like us, someone that has a dream, someone that wants to accomplish something. And if either you've expressed interest or they've identified you as a great candidate to be a part of this team. So let me go ahead and take myself off of camera because this is not about me. I want you to focus on the slide deck so we can explain what we're doing here. All right. So the team here, Get Lucky team, remove obstacles for viral team growth. That is what we're talking about. And you have early access here. Now, like I said, the objective is to create a residual income. We are doing some marketing here, team marketing. But folks, this is going to be a plan that anybody can follow. That is the whole concept that we have here to offer you, something that is super duplicatable, can have huge results, and that can happen much quicker than you probably have seen before. So I want you to visualize your dream life, right? I want you to think about what you would have in your dream life. Where would you go? Who would you be? How would you feel? How would your life be different, right? Once you have a good grasp as to what that looks like, I want you to put it aside because we are in the business here of doing good by doing well, or I should say doing well by doing good. Now, the objective is always to produce something for our household, to make some income, but at the core of what we're doing here is we are changing lives. We are changing lives. That is the products, folks, and you're going to see that throughout this presentation. Now, I know you've been down this road before. Maybe you've seen the presentation. Maybe you've joined another business, another opportunity, and things have not quite panned out. In other words, it's failed. Now we have a good sense as to what might have happened. You see, with most opportunities, such as this, you are attracting people that aren't prepared. They're not the right people. They don't have marketing experience. They don't have sales experience. Maybe you're talking to people that don't have enough money to join, or maybe they just don't have the time. They're not prioritizing this part. They, in essence, don't believe that this is a good solution, so therefore they do not join. And there's a lot of frustration. There's also a lack of training and a lack of systems. And that little problem, well, it creates a lot of frustration. The result is people that are not prepared, people that don't have systems, people that don't have sales experience or marketing experience, they don't know what they're doing. Well, they're going to have call reluctance. You're going to end up having awkward pitches. You're going to end up not having enough people to talk to. And when they do join, the ramp up period is extra long because they feel they have to learn. They feel they don't have all the resources. They don't feel prepared to share the business opportunity with anybody else. So you end up with very little duplication and a lot of confusion. So our solution, well, we want to offer a done-for-you funnel that does 90% of the selling for our team members, right? We want to make this very, very predictable and handle the hardest part, which is the explanation and the follow-through. We'll talk more about that. Our lead magnet is a mission-driven sweepstakes. Mission-driven sweepstakes. Okay, so why does it work? Well, we're in the business of doing well by doing good, which makes this a much easier conversation to have. We're offering maximum leverage for business-minded people. We'll go deep into this throughout this presentation. We're creating new categories of prospects. People that would not have otherwise considered joining you are going to be interested in joining you. You're offering them solutions. We're automating 90% of the process. We are removing the variables, and prospects are applying to learn more. So you're speaking to interested in pre-qualified people. And we're doing this all around a culture of fun. That's super important. So who is this for? Who do we have solutions for? Well, let's introduce this as A, B, and C. Alex. Well, Alex has time, right? But he just doesn't have the resources. He's not in a place in his life where he can come up with an investment, an initial investment to get his business started. Now, he has dreams just like you and I. He has the ability to follow instructions. He might not have belief, and he has certainly a problem with gathering the resources. So we're going to talk about a solution for Alex. And then there's Bailey. Well, Bailey has money. That's not the problem. Bailey's busy. Bailey's a professional. Bailey probably doesn't believe that you have a good option for him, a good side hustle. He would like to make some money on the side, another residual income. He's probably frustrated. He probably doesn't necessarily enjoy his job, but it certainly provides security, and he does have some savings. And then there's Chris, and Chris is somewhere in between Alex and Bailey. He is ready. He does have some time. He does want to believe that there are options for him. So he's able. He has enough money to get started. So obviously we're going to have something for Chris. So let's go deeper into Alex. What solutions do we have for someone that doesn't have money? Well, we're here to help Alex. That is our mission, to help people in need. So we're looking to sponsor him. We're looking to pay for their first month in the membership, knowing that that's all it takes. By the second month, he'll be more than profitable. During this process, basically, he's going to be learning how to promote the sweepstakes that we've mentioned, which is a lead magnet, understanding the marketing, just waiting for us to find him a sponsor. Then there's Bailey. Bailey has the money. He doesn't have the time. So what can we offer him? Well, we can offer him ready-to-work people to market the sweepstakes, which is going to drive the traffic. We'll go into that funnel a little bit deeper. But these are people that will be in a position to sponsor, to pay for someone's first month in the program. Knowing that they've already been pre-qualified, we filtered out the people that are not serious and that this is a good investment. He's looking for leverage. So we're looking to give him maximum leverage where he can focus on what he's currently focused, but he's building a business here. He's making an investment in the team. And then there's the side hustle people, right? There's Chris. We're looking for opportunity. We're open-minded. We have enough money. We have sufficient time. So what can we offer Chris? Well, he gets a lead generation system. It's much easier to market a sweepstakes, which is fun, which does the selling for you, right? You're not pushing a product, you're not pushing a company, and you can go well beyond the friends and family, which is often the trap people get stuck at within the circle of influence. They don't know how to market. They don't see this as a true business, so therefore they get stuck with just the people within their reach. With this system, he can go beyond friends and family. 90% of the sales is done for them. So the heavy load, the explanation, those awkward pitches, they're gone. And guess what? He has a higher chance of winning the sweepstakes because it is a free sweepstakes. He's certainly promoting it, and we'll explain how that works. So let's look at an analogy here. And let's say that you're starting a store, all right? Empty shelves when you get started. So we need to load up on some inventory. Well, you start here. You start by looking for the Alexes of the world. Now remember, Alex has time and no money. Alex might be in a third world country. He might be someone that has a low income, maybe on Medicare, the older community, maybe on disability, veterans that are just, they have time, they have dreams, they haven't found anything, and they certainly don't have the resources to allocate towards any type of business. But if they inquire, and if we put them through the process and they continue, they stay engaged, well, they're pre-qualifying themselves with all that engagement, and they're certainly preparing themselves to do the marketing. And those people, well, those are great people to market. So Alex is the people that we're looking at, the person that we're looking to help, he ends up being the product. So then remember Bailey. Bailey has the money but no time. So in other words, he is our customer. That's one of our business partners. We reach out to Bailey, now having people without money. And guess what? There's plenty of people without money. That is the easy part. We could get hundreds of people to step up with the way we're going to market this, the way we're going to introduce this. Hundreds and hundreds of people that are interested in being sponsored. Now, only a certain portion will qualify for the free membership. We certainly have our requirements, our prerequisites for that. But those people end up being the people that Bailey would be sponsoring. So he is the customer. He's the guy that's making the investment on behalf of himself and for Alex and Alex's. And then there's Chris. So think of Chris as another business partner. He is basically a franchise owner. He's taken on our marketing. He's understanding the systems. And he is just running with this because he sees the vision. He understands that this is another way of approaching team building, right? We're in the business of helping the Alexes of the world. And by doing so, we help ourselves. So now the name of the game is, in any other business, it's to build an email list, to build an audience so that you can drip and just give them the message over time. The majority of people, well, they'll present something and they will give up if they don't get the immediate right reaction. But with our system, as you will see here shortly, well, we do the marketing and we don't just do it one time. It's maximum exposure opportunities. So you get maximum exposure and it becomes a numbers game. Some people will see it. Some people won't. That's okay. You move on because there's so many people to talk to, especially when you're talking about something that's fun, that's exciting, like a sweepstakes. So we'll introduce the sweepstakes. There are two sweepstakes, Charity Luck and College Money. Charity Luck is like what it sounds like. What we're doing here is we have a $5,000 prize starting out. Now, $5,000, well, half of that goes to the winner, randomly selected based on the entry points. We'll explain that here shortly. And the other half goes to the charity of their choice. The winner will have chosen a charity and they have an opportunity to raise money for that charity. They also have the opportunity to invite other people, and you'll understand here shortly that there's a trackable link. So they invite other people, they get other entries. We'll explain that. College money, well, it's what it sounds like. We're talking about canceling out some debt or making saving for tuition. And it doesn't have to be a university, it doesn't have to be college, it doesn't have to be a community college. It could be online courses, any type of education. We are looking for people to have more options. And it doesn't even have to be for the person themselves. Maybe it's for a family member, maybe it's for someone that you know. But 50% of it goes to the winner and 50% goes to that cause. Now, how does it work? Well, there's 5 ways to earn points. We're talking about a sweepstakes here. Just entering into the free sweepstakes, well, that gives you some points. Then you have the ability to share a trackable link, sweepstakes link, a referral link. And just for sharing it, you get points. In other words, there is an opportunity for you to invite people with a pre-written message through Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Pinterest. And those all, just by simply sharing, even if nobody joins, you get some points. Now you get more points when they join, right? So people joining through your referral links gives you actually the maximum points. That's ultimately what we want. We want this to go viral. So we're encouraging them by giving them lots of points. And that is a trackable link. So when they join, you're automatically, immediately getting the points. The system is recognizing that was your referral link and giving you in your back office points. This is all immediately live updates. You're also getting points for opting into our social channels. So what we're looking is to increase our audience, increase our exposure opportunities. So when you join our Facebook group, as you can see there, you get 50 points. When you join our YouTube channel, you get 50 points, Instagram 50, 50, 50. So that is more opportunities for us to, over time, deliver the message. And we'll talk about the message here shortly. And then there's points that you can get for simply performing simple tasks. We'll give you a good example of that here shortly. All right, so these are the funnel steps. The absolute goal is for us to get people to a webinar. All right, so when you opt into the sweepstakes, you get a referral link. All right, you opted in through a referral link yourself, and then we captured your email address. So through that email, we have an email campaign that triggers, and through those emails, we are going to certainly mention not just the charity, not just the college fund, but also an invitation to participate in the sweepstakes. As you can see right there in the middle, the challenge invite. It is a $2,000 per month challenge. So build a $2,000 per month residual income in 60 days. That is the message. So we deliver this by through video. There's a very short video that talks about the challenge and gives you the link in order for you to be able to register for that challenge. So when you register, you can also opt in for the YouTube and get extra points, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest. All these things that you're opting in is giving us further chances of getting you into this webinar. So these are all invites. So it all starts with the challenge invite, which is a quick little video leading to a challenge webinar, which explains how it is that we can monetize, because the message is simply by inviting people to a sweepstakes, you're going to be getting, you can build an income around that, which is all for a good cause. See, we're talking about $5,000 per month right now, and we want to increase that to $10,000 and $20,000. And ultimately, we want to build these sweepstakes to $1 million per month giveaways. And that would be super attractive, just a lot easier for you to certainly promote it the bigger it gets. All right, so after that webinar, it leads to a business overview presentation, because we have not discussed the business. We're not discussing the business today. We won't be discussing it in the challenge either. They have to opt in. They have to raise their hand. They have to say, I'm interested in learning more about this. Tell me how it is that you guys are monetizing this. Tell me about the business. And when they opt in for that, this is an opt-in while they're watching the video, but it also triggers them applying. So after they've decided they are interested, they can apply for a scholarship. That is Alex, which has no money, but plenty of time and interest. They can apply to be a team member. Now that's Chris. He's ready and able. Or they can apply to be a business partner, which is Bailey. And Bailey did not have time, but he's had money. So by opting in, they are applying, giving them their information, telling us a little bit about themselves. And at that point, that is when the lead triggers. That is when our team members gets the lead. So these are people that have self-qualified themselves. They've been through the process. They're interested in learning more. So folks, you guys are only talking to interested people. You guys are talking to people that either are looking to be sponsored, and when you speak to them, you'll have the right questions to ask, because essentially you don't want to qualify everybody, because these are people that would be within your team, and you'd be placing them underneath other people. So you want to make sure that they're going to do the work, because if they're being sponsored, well, they will have to have shown interest. And if they are qualified, well, you're going to put them in the holding tank, all right? If they're not qualified, you're going to invite them to be a team member. A team member is a paid membership. If they wanted for it to be free, well, not everybody's going to get it for free. So at that point, they either sign up or they don't. And the business partners, well, they sign up or they don't. If they don't sign up, well, there's the email campaign that will deliver the messages, continue to drip on them, making sure that we have other opportunities, other chances of delivering the message. And if they do sign up, well, then they get onboarded. There's onboarding tutorials and team calls. And ultimately, the business partners, well, they're sponsoring the people in the holding tank. So at that point, they're in, and that is when you have people that you've already qualified to share with them and place underneath them, and by them sponsoring them. So let's summarize the opportunity here. You're promoting your link to build your team while increasing your chances of winning, because all your activities, you're going to have a shareable link. And the more people that get to opt in, well, the more points you get. And ultimately, you have a very high likelihood of winning the prize. It's $5,000 now. We're looking to get that up to $10,000 and $20,000 and $50,000 as quickly as possible. So that is the first thing. Then you get to cancel out all the objections and obstacles of building a network marketing business, because 90% of it is sold, because you have a product, which is Alex, for your customers, which is Bailey. So we'll talk about that here shortly. And the other thing is that we're helping fund great causes. So don't forget that we are talking about raising money for charity. We're talking about raising money for college and paying down debt. These are all good things to get behind. They're all positive things, and people react to this message a lot different than they do to just a traditional me marketing message. So true duplication, we're talking about having something really easy to share. All right, so really easy to share is you having the ability to bring on people, and then those people will duplicate just like you. So if you bring on 10, and then they bring on 10, that is that has always been the goal, to find the business that is really easy to share so it becomes duplicatable. So 10 who gets 10, well, that's 110. If you got 10 the second month, well, that's 120. So if that duplication happens another month, just one more reiteration of that, well, 120 times 10 is 1,200. And in the compensation program that we're working with here, 1,200 plus, in other words, 1,330 when you add the new people that you added, well, that is over $25,000 a month. And that really is just the beginning. This is the most competitive compensation program that we've ever come across. And the products are great. The company is fantastic. That there's a lot of stability. You'll get to hear more about that in the future. So how much would you invest in this system, in a system that helps you build a $25,000 per month residual income within a short period of time? Let's say within 6 months. Now, the value of that is enormous, and we're talking about maybe just 1, 2, 3 months. Ultimately, it's a good cause, and it does create the excitement, so maybe you would continue to fund it. Well, what we're suggesting is that the value is a lot more than what we're charging. So early on, as we launch this, as we build this, without the testimonials, without the true case studies, well, we're going to charge a little bit less. So right now, you can get in for just $100 per month. That opens up where you have the ability to get leads from your shareable link that for your sweepstakes for just $100 a month. Instead of paying for YouTube ads, instead of paying for any other type of marketing expense, you can focus it all right here. Half of that, a good portion of that, would be going towards a great cause. Remember, we're funding the sweepstakes by investing in its growth, by getting the leads. So $100 a month is for us to get started. Now, just remember, we're not talking about ourselves here. We're talking about something that's so much bigger than that. And think about all the lives that you can impact. All right, now you came on. I shared a quick little presentation with you. So this isn't the full story. There's products, there's companies, there's questions on what you saw here. So there's things that you want answered if you're interested. If you're not, that's perfectly fine. Like we said, this is just a numbers game. We're looking for people that are looking for us. And this is probably a lot different than you've ever seen before. And it's going to be fun. So approach the person that invited you to the presentation. And we really thank you for coming here today. We do hope to work with you. So let's get lucky together. All right. We'll talk soon. Bye.